Let's go, man. What's good? It's your boy, the Wall Street Trapper. Listen, I'm bringing y'all something new today. I want to bring y'all right in front the stocks that we buying. I want to bring you in the front door. Today we're going to talk about none other than Home Depot, ticker symbol HD. Now, before we get into it, I got to let you know that Home Depot is a part of consumer discretionary sector. Now, what that means is consumer discretionary means these companies are affected by interest rates and economic environments. So people buy stuff, they want to buy stuff, but they don't really need it, but they need it if the economy doing good. But if the economy doing bad, they'll be like, put it on layaway, something like that, right? So let's talk about it. Home Depot right now is down about 1% this year. Not too bad. It is a $300 stock. They do pay a $9 dividend. That's right, $9. That ain't bad. They've been paying a dividend right now for 35 years. Now listen, that puts them in the category by themselves. There's only a few companies that have been paying a dividend that long and increasing the dividend. So all my dividend people, you get you some bread right there. Now, let's dig into Home Depot a little bit. Right now, you know their biggest competitor is Lowe's, right? Home Depot has the brand name. When you see that orange, when you see that HD, if you're in Atlanta, when you think about all the blanks, you think about Home Depot. Home Depot is an amazing brand. I think if you're building out a great portfolio, Home Depot will fit your portfolio well. But remember, it depends on the economic terms. So remember, if interest rates are real high on homes, you know that people gonna do more what? Fixing their cribs up. When interest rates are real low, what people gonna do? Just go and buy me a new crib. So you gotta think about Home Depot in that kind of way. Now, let's dig more into the numbers a little bit, because y'all know I'm a fundamental guy. Financially, they're all right, they're average. I give them a 5 out of 10. Why? Because they do have a lot of debt on the balance sheet. Now, the dope part about what I do like about them is they have 3,500 stores worldwide, right? That's not bad. We ain't mad. That mean they got a trap house in every corner, right? They trapping for real. Now, the thing about them is this. The profit margins, meaning after they sell off everything, after they pay all their bills, their profit margins are really good. They have a return on invested capital, or ROIC, of 29. Now, I'm gonna tell you something, that's top tier. You hear? Like, that's top tier, right? Because we want that ROIC, anything over 10 as well, but to be in the 20s, the 29s, I mean, somebody buying a lot of stuff. So let's talk about what they sell. Right? Anything you need about your house, they sell paint, they sell hammers, they sell nails. I mean, there ain't too many things that you can't get when it comes to home improvement that Home Depot doesn't have. So now when we talking about home improvement, we can't leave this out. Home Depot is the largest home improvement store in the game. Now that gives them a certain type of moat. Right, so when we talk about moats, we're talking about competitive advantages. We as trappers love to invest in companies that have competitive advantages. So Home Depot definitely has that type of competitive advantage. It's nothing that you can't get. Now, also, they deal with residential and they deal with commercial. That also takes them to another tier. So what they can do is they can put a lot of your mom and pop shops, like they can like brush them off a little bit. They can like big dog them, right? Because they have the opportunity and the ability to do what? Have pricing power, okay? Now we talking pricing power, we talking about a company that has the ability to raise their prices or lower the prices based on the economy or the economic environment. Now what we do know is Ace Hardware can't always do that. Now, one of the things I want you to say is, I'm gonna invest in this company because it ain't going nowhere for a while. That ain't what we doing. It's any company can be put out of business. Now, what I like about Home Depot is this. They have 30,000 products in store. Watch this. There's over 1 million products that they have online. Listen to that. There's 30,000 products in store, but online, they take it to another level. Over 1 million products online. That's how they dominate the home improvement game. Now, here's what we do know. I will say this. When the economy get in a bind, we can see Home Depot have record years. If we think about the beginning of the pandemic, we saw Home Depot sales go through the roof. The stock did really well. You know why? Because people made a ton of improvements to their homes because they had free money. So I want you to think about that. the more money people have accessibility to, it's the more that people will improve their homes. Why? Because for most Americans, the home is the biggest asset that they will ever have. And I'm not saying nothing bad about that. But let's dig a little bit deeper into the numbers, right? So January, Home Depot did beat earnings. They beat earnings, they beat revenue, and they increased guidance. Well, Trout, what does that mean to me? As a new investor, you want a company that is making money, that's revenue, but they're not just making money, bringing in money, they're also turning that money into profit, right? So that's where the earnings part coming in. So when you're looking at a business, you want a business that can consistently increase revenues, meaning they're attracting clients, they're attracting customers, but they can also turn that revenue into profit. And that's why we like that ROIC. Now, what I will say is this, coming into this next part of the year where interest rates is really high, right? We had about a 5, they're not high as they've been. We want to see our people still spending money with that. But that $9 dividend is enough to keep some people real happy. Now, here's what I want you to understand. We don't want to fall for those dividend traps. So another thing we want to look at is the PE ratio, the price to earnings. So right now, Home Depot has a PE of about 22. That means we are paying $22 for $1 of Home Depot's profit. I'm not too mad at that simply because when we compare Home Depot to a lot of the other stores, it has a competitive advantage. We're going to take a look at Lowe's and we're going to compare the two. But I like the free cash flow that Home Depot has, meaning after they pay everything off, what's the cash that they putting on the side for themselves? We like that about Home Depot. Now, this is a boring business. It's not a business that's going to excite you. Right? You're not going to wake up in the morning and Home Depot is up $50. You're not going to wake up in the morning and Home Depot up $60, $70. You're not going to see that. But consistently, you'll see Home Depot gradually growing $3, $5, $10. A good year for them. The stock will be up maybe 15%. It has a good idea of beating the market slowly, not by much, but enough to say this is a solid investment for you to keep owning. So, it's your boy, the Wall Street Trapper. Depending on where you are on your investing journey, like if you're looking for growth, Home Depot isn't the company for you. But if you're looking for stability, if you're looking for consistency, if you're looking to grow that dividend portfolio, I definitely think Home Depot is a flip it. It's your boy, the Wall Street Trapper. Make sure you get in the comments and tell me how much you like content like this, because we want to bring these stocks like Home Depot to your front door. Salute.